So in this video I'm going to draw a weird, gross, warty frog for my new coloring book called Wild and Witchy. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do, and the first thing I always do, is pick a blue because I'm going to lay down my first draft so that I know what I'm working with. So whenever I'm drawing animals, or most of the time when I'm drawing animals, I like to draw kind of the shapes of what the animal is going to be before I do anything else. So, and then he'll probably have some back legs like this. So I'm just drawing out the basic shapes. Maybe I'll have some little feet here. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this frog yet, but he's going to be gross and warty, and I think his mouth will be here. He'll be cute, but he'll be kind of gross and warty, and we'll have him like doing something witchy, I guess. Yeah, so that's looking okay. I'm going to start my first layer. Alright, so I have my brush size up to the thickest layer because I have learned that people who like to color like to have thick lines generally. Or the people that follow me that like to color anyways, like to have thick lines. So I'm going to do my first layer, and I'm not going to worry too much about it being perfect. Well, I guess it's not my first layer, it's my second layer. I don't know why I can't seem to get that. I'm just going to go back in with an eraser. Clean up that line a little bit. Yeah. But I'm going to do the eyes after. So we're going to kind of go like this. And then he's going to have some gross little legs back here. We'll make him kind of warty and yucky. I'll make his feet later too. I guess his front feet should probably be, or his front extremities should probably be smaller than his, I don't want them coming out like this. Should be smaller than the back ones. Have it just kind of like that. And then he will have this other leg coming out the side here. Like that. Alright, that's looking okay. I'm going to add a new layer. And I add his eyes. Gross eyes. I'm going to make them kind of big. I'm going to add the second one. Actually, I'm going to duplicate to make sure they're the same size. Make that one a tiny bit smaller. And then we'll go in and erase. Kind of trying to decide what I want this frog to be doing. Frogs have like weird, like kind of lemon shaped eyes. Yeah. And then you might not see much of his other eye right there. Okay, so let's turn off our back layer so you can actually see what I've done here. I'll go in and erase this line so you can get a feel for what he's going to look like. Oh, what I did there. Oh, this layer. Oh. There we go. Alright. Okay, so that's our frog so far. Clearly he doesn't have a belly, so we'll give him that. Like that. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna make him kind of gross and warty. I think he's looking good, so we can combine all of those layers. Let's clean up some of these lines. So now that I have my basic shape of the frog, I want to add some details and make him kind of gross. I don't know what I want him doing yet, so I'm going to lower my line weight a little bit. And then I want him to have kind of like these I don't know, wrinklies. Kind of like that, I guess. We'll give them some like warts. So I'm holding down my my Apple Pencil to make the shape snap into a perfect circle or into a circle, and then I can tap my canvas to make it a perfect circle if I want. I kind of don't want them to be perfect circles though, because he's supposed to be kind of warty. Sometimes I don't close my circle all the way. Yeah, so that's looking kind of gross. I think I'll go like this. Make his wrinklies a little bit grosser, and then have his eye wrinkles here. Maybe a little some mouth. Be kind of gross there. And frogs have like weird hands with like, I think I'll leave that part off. I don't like that. I'm house sitting and the cat's barfing right now. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Alright, I am going to erase here. It was storming all day here, and these poor cats were hiding in the basement all day. And maybe that's why they're barfing. Poor babies. Okay. So I'm going back into my thickest line, and I'm going to go over this a little bit because I want it to match. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to keep working on the warties. So he's got like weird eyes like that. And make him kind of gross. I kind of want him doing something. You know, like, I want him like in something or on something. Yeah, it's a little shading to his little warts. I want him to look kind of yucky, like he's got yucky skin like this. You know, kind of like that. Leave that out. I think they've got little nostrils here too, like that. I had to pause my video to clean up cat barf. Alright, so let's clean up some of these lines. I'm going to fix these little, I'm going to make these, I'm lowering the opacity of the layer with the feet because I want to make them thicker. So I want to make them match the line thickness of the rest of the body. So it doesn't have to be, oops, doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want it to match. Hard part with doing thicker lines is that you can't get as detailed because they're so thick. So I think that looks okay. I'm going to turn that layer off. And I'm going to clean up this line a little bit just so it matches. That's looking okay. I'm going to clean up this line like that. I'm just going through and looking at my lines. Alright, so I think I decided what I want to do with this guy. I'm going to combine all my layers. I'm going to make them, oops, oh no, I've missed a layer. Here we go. I'm going to delete my background layer just for cleanliness purposes. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. Actually, I think I'll put him right here, and I'm going to have him surrounded by crystals. I think that's probably good. So I don't want to do too many because this is meant to be a kind of a simple book. So go like this. Come on, a new layer, yeah, good. So I'm just going to have him kind of around crystals. Yeah. Oops. Like this. It's supposed to be a witchy theme. So the crystals give it kind of a witchy vibe. I'll like separate those two, kind of like that. And then maybe I'll have one like here. That, like he's guarding the crystals. He's the guardian of the witchy crystals. Kind of like this. And then I'll go into my bottom layer and erase the foot that I just so meticulously drew. Sometimes that's how it works. Okay. And then I'm going to go back into that layer and give them like that. I want to lower my line thickness too and add a couple of, like, I don't like that. Maybe like this. A couple details. I'll go into that back layer and do the same thing just to make it look like they're not perfect. There, he is the guardian of the crystals. And maybe I have some coming down into the frame like this. So they're hanging above his head. I'll do like, maybe like 3. Just so that it's not like wasted space. these ones will be like this. Kind of like that. There. He is the guardian of the crystals. I'm going to bring that down like this so that it fits the frame. There. And then I'll probably add some like, just add some like, you know, maybe he's sitting in like, sitting in a puddle. Like that. And then maybe these guys are in the puddle too. There we go. There. The guardian of the crystals. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.